Breaking news. Jackson, Mississippi tonight has devolved into a scene out of Grand Theft Auto 5 or Mad Max in the Thunderdome. A man is dead. An innocent man is dead tonight after a multi-vehicle shootout while moving down the road. Multiple cars have been shot. An innocent man is dead. And of course, the thugs doing this nonsense survived unscathed. I don't know if they've been arrested or not. Here is the story over at WLBT.com. As y'all see here, I want to make sure y'all see this because you can't say, oh, Clay, you're making it up. You're just exaggerating. You just don't like Jackson. Well, all of those things may be true, but so is this story. Innocent driver dead after moving shootout in Jackson. Several vehicles shot into. The reporter on this is Jordan Gray, Jackson, Mississippi. An innocent driver is dead after a moving shootout in Jackson on Monday. Jackson Police Department Chief Joseph Wade says two people in two vehicles were driving down State Street, that's North State, from Beasley Road, shooting at each other. This is right outside Ridgeland. This is heading right up the backside towards county line. Right, if you're older, my age, you'll remember North Jackson, Honda, Yamaha, Golf World, all that. This is right there. According to the chief, one of the shooters was driving a Honda Accord. He probably stole that from his mom or sister, maybe his girlfriend. That might be Becky's car. I ain't sure. Also, the other guy, paint me shocked, was in a Dodge Charger. Surely co-signed for by Snow Bunny from one of the surrounding counties. Neither of the shooters were struck by gunfire, of course. However, they did hit several vehicles in the area. A male driver was shot, causing his vehicle to veer out of control and roll over on the railroad tracks. The road is blocked on State Street from Cedars of Lebanon to Beasley Road. Chief Wade is urging anyone who has a vehicle that was struck by gunfire tonight to call JPD. This is now the 12th homicide of the year. Friends, it's only January 29th. They're almost averaging a homicide every other day to start the year off with a literal bang here in Jackson, Mississippi, a city that is absolutely rotten from the core with Democrat death culture. You know, people will tell me all the time, Clay, crime happens everywhere, Clay. Crime happens everywhere. You're right, it does. It does indeed happen everywhere. But let's go to WLBT here. And nobody will ever accuse WLBT being a bastion of conservative media. If you click on the tab, you got out here to crime. Click that tab. Metro crime. Jackson homicides. Well, surely they got one for Pearl and Brandon and Madison here. I don't see the Pearl homicides. I don't see the one for Madison, but am I missing something? Where did the one for Brandon go? Or Florence even? That's right. Enough crime doesn't happen in those places to need its own section dedicated to a homicide tracker. Well, let's click on Jackson's homicide. We know it's 12. Let's see if CJ LeMaster, that's who runs it. And CJ does a great job of keeping up with this. Let's click on here. 11. They have not updated this most recent homicide tonight. You know, if you ever want to keep up with this is where I use this for a lot to keep up with my show prep and my content and these numbers for Jackson. You see how these little blue dots here? You can roll over each dot. And this is picked for just 2024. And see where each homicide was, see who the victim was, how old they were. Let's take off 24. Let's go to just 23 here. And you're going to see a whole lot more blue pop up there. Look at that. Look at that. That's what 115 or so. Forgot what the final number was in 2023. Oh, well, here it is, 118. 118. How about 2021? That's when they really got to shooting each other to hell and back. Let's look at how many dots pop up in 2021. For 160. Oh my God. The whole city got painted blue. That's ironic. Blue for Democrats, Democrat for death culture. Just paint the city blue. Makes all the sense in the world. Rest in peace, everybody. It's one of those dots. Prayers to the families. You know, a lot of them was 2-for-1s, though. It was bad guy shooting bad guy. You know, not a whole lot of loss there. Just being honest. Just being honest. Crime happens everywhere, though. Crime happens everywhere. That's Jackson, Mississippi for you. Again, tonight in North Jackson, in one of the once good parts of Jackson, there are 2 cars driving down the road, shooting back and forth at each other like a scene out of a damn movie. Or better yet, Grand Theft Auto 5. That seems to be a very popular thing right now, Grand Theft Auto. I think that's what's going on. A lot of these young kids, I say young, I mean under 30, they grew up playing these video games, these shooter-style video games, and they have no respect or value for human life. And of course, can one of these little bastards aim? I bet you every person that gets killed in Jackson that wasn't a 2-for-1 was probably an innocent person pumping their gas or driving down the road or playing in their front yard, and they caught a stray bullet. I've been saying for years, just like in shop class, they need to bring shop class back. They need to start having marksman classes at Jackson Public Schools. So at minimum, when y'all get to doing this nonsense, you can at least hit the intended target. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do I know? My name's Clay Edwards. Check out my radio show every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here locally in Central Mississippi, 103.9 FM. Check out the podcast. Search Clay Edwards Show. As you see there, you can follow me on social media at Save JXN on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X. I'm on all of it at Save JXN. You like my shirt? Want one of these? Want to represent? Stands for effing around and finding out what people in Jackson do on a regular basis. They keep this channel in business because it can't stop, won't stop in Chockway, Enter Lumumbas, Jackson, Mississippi. Shoot me an email, savejxn@gmail.com, savejxn@gmail.com. We can arrange you representing. This is like the Mississippi MAGA shirt. Want to piss off a Democrat? Want to see them cry? Want to see them read? Get one of these shirts. Wear it in somewhere in Jackson. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Don't get caught in Jackson, Mississippi after dark if there ain't no Capitol Police around. Whew. Democrats. Kim Wade calls it, better be able to do the belt buckle crawl going through Jackson, Mississippi after dark.